Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Oh, that actually progressed. Oh well. I don't really think there was anybody else I could have talked to anyway. We don't have many people on board right now. So, welcome to the Citadel. See those lights? Yeah. Each of these little wings are basically, whole cities.
The Ascension, flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower too.
Oh lord, guys, come on.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
So I feel like Joker's giving people heart attacks. With the way he's ducking and weaving and skimming a bunch of those other ships.
This is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
So meet Undina.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
He's a shithead.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
Undina is a very good politician, let me say, with all that you can probably glean from that, compliment.
Saren's a threat to every human colony out there. He needs to be stopped. The Council has to listen to us.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres.
Me?
The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
Go fuck
That's
yourself.
Saren's fault, not hers.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
See you later, Mav.
That's why I hate politicians.
Windows, please. Why? Sigh. Alliance Patrol Report. Captain Hendrickson reports unusual energy readings during patrol of the Argus River Cluster, shaped chicken Hydra system. I believe we just hacked the computer to get a side mission. Woohoo! You can do that sometimes. Most of the time you'll be getting stuff from, various sources like that. So we are not actually going to head to the tower just yet. We're going to kind of mosey around and explore everywhere. These guys are quiet.
Alright. I will look into it for you. In the meantime, do not do anything rash.
Hi.
Pleased reading. It's always good to see your kind.
Hello.
I am Ambassador Kalen. Genuine query. Is there something I can do for you this day?
Let's talk to him.
Why do you explain what you're about to say?
Our people communicate less through words and more through scent and slight movements. Plainly, we discovered our vocal expression was not enough to convey the feelings of our conversations to other species.
Why do you bother, Kalen? These Earth Clan don't really care about our ways.
Well, I do.
Remorseful response, Din. You don't truly believe that, and if you do, I am very sorry for you.
Tell me more about your species.
Genuine enthusiasm.
Aww.
I delight in telling the history of my people. It is agreeable to share our culture with others.
I'd love to hear about it.
Tell me about the history and origins of the Elcor.
The Elcor were just beginning to explore Council space when the Asari first made contact with us. With their help, we discovered the relay closest to our system, and from there the Citadel. Proudly, within one lifetime we established a regular route to the Citadel, and quickly became one of the more active species living on this great station.
That is something to be proud of.
I'd like to know more about the culture of the Elcor.
Frankly, we Elcor prefer the safety and familiarity of our own colonies to the confines of space travel. Our society is built on small, tight-knit groups, though we are always welcoming to outsiders.
That's interesting.
Our government tends to be very stable. Our people are not very comfortable with sudden changes.
What do you do here?
Modestly, I work to bring the problems and the requests of the Elcor groups to the attention of the Council.
Ha! They only give us these positions to keep us quiet. The Council doesn't care about our races.
I don't think they care about most, buddy.
Chastising rebuke. Your tone is inappropriate, Din. This human is not to blame for your malcontent or your misconceived suspicions.
Thank you for telling me.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Sincere farewell. Good day to you, human.
Can I not talk to
Enjoy
Dan?
your time on the Citadel.
Oh, I can when that's done.
Earth Clan, you are in the wrong place, I think. Your ambassador is next door in the large office.
Chastising remark. Don't be so rude, Din. At least introduce yourself.
I am Din Korlak, Volus ambassador. Is there something I can do for you, Earth Clan?
Let's start to go down the list.
What is this place?
You are in the embassy for the Volus and the Elcor.
Your ambassador is next door, in his own office.
In this shared space, I aid my fellow Volus when I'm not being interrupted.
Your crankiness cannot deter me.
I'd like to know more about the Volus.
I'm sure our history and culture would bore you, Earth Clan.
I'd still like to know.
Actually, I would like to know more about your history.
My people came to the Citadel shortly after the Asari and Solarians had discovered it. We were instrumental in establishing a standardized galactic economy. However, despite our long association with the Citadel and our many contributions to galactic society, we still do not hold a seat on the Council.
That's pretty crappy of them.
Tell me about Volus culture.
We are tribal by nature, but our ways are not violent. We barter and trade our lands and tribe members in order to increase status. Larger tribes often engulf smaller ones and eventually split again. Our society is very malleable, and our government is always shifting and changing.
That sounds really interesting,
Since
actually.
we're not physically adept, we trade our services for protection.
What is it you do here?
I look out for the best interests of the Volus people. No easy task considering how often we are overlooked by the Council.
Chastising rebuke, Din. The Council favors your species greatly.
You are naive. The Earth Clan will be invited to the Council long before our species will.
Why aren't the Elcor or Volus part of the Council?
All species must prove themselves before they join the Council. All but the Earth clans, it would seem.
Dismissive. Ignore the Volus ambassador, human. He is incorrect in his assessment.
Really? How long have we been waiting? How long do you think we'll continue to wait? Bah, this talk is wasted on the humans.
You seem to have a bit of a chip on your shoulder, Din.
You humans are new to the Citadel, and yet the Council has granted you great favor.
Chastising rebuke, Din. Your species has always been granted many concessions. Volus territory has expanded tenfold since coming to the Citadel.
Details. We still have no real say in the decisions that affect Citadel space.
That was very enlightening, but I'm going to leave now.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Yes, yes. Good day, Earth Clan.
What about you?
Hello there, human. Sincere apology, but I am here on business and cannot be distracted right now.
You seem distressed. Is there something I can do to help?
Alarmed response. You overheard that, did you? This is all going so wrong, and it is the Asari consort's fault. She's the one who started all this.
What did this Asari do to get you so upset?
I cannot speak more about this problem. It is too sensitive. Suffice it to say, she has compromised my authority as a diplomat.
This seems like a problem.
Where can I find this Asari consort?
She is across the bridge from here. Her offices are easy enough to spot. Good day, human.
What is this? This is a thing I can't interact with. Alrighty. Guess we'll leave everybody alone. Across the bridge, he said. I believe this was, yeah, that was Undina's office, so... Let's go exploring. What's this? Nothing. That is what that is. Oh no, I'm not talking to you. I'll talk to everybody else, but not you.
Good day, Commander. The human ambassador is up the stairs, first room on the right.
Also, yep, these are the Asari. The ones that I mentioned were heavily sexualized. So.
You know who I am?
Yes, I receive reports on all newly arrived dignitaries and notable people.
Time to talk more!
What is this place?
This is the Presidium. More specifically, you are at the Citadel embassies. If you have more questions, please access Avina.
What's that?
Oh, Avina is the virtual guide for the Citadel. Feel free to access the terminal yourself.
Yeah.
What's your name? What do you do here?
My name is Safiria. I'm the administrative assistant for the embassies.
You seem to be distracted.
The embassies are the hub of all Citadel politics. When you represent trillions of citizens, it tends to get a little busy.
Oh, sorry, ma'am. I'll leave you be.
I should be going now.
Have a pleasant day.
Alright. Let's talk to Cortana here.
Greetings and welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avina, and I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
So are you a person or a program?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence, programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the Citadel.
Well, okay then.
I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
Give me the tour.
You are standing at Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. On either side of this lobby are the embassies of the various Citadel races, along with CSEC headquarters.
I like how Shepard turns around to
look. On the far
look.
end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly to discuss matters of interstellar importance.
I want to know more about Citadel security.
Citadel security serves as law enforcement for all regions of the Citadel, though the majority of officers serve in the wards. Executor Palin, a Turian, is the current head of CSEC, but individuals from virtually every species across Citadel space serve as officers beneath him. If you wish to learn more, Executor Palin's office is located in the CSEC headquarters just across the lobby.
I think we will go talk to CSEC in a bit.
Tell me about the embassies.
Each species in Citadel space important enough to be consulted on matters of galactic politics maintains an embassy on the Presidium. The Volus were the first non-council species to be granted an embassy, roughly 2,384 galactic standard years ago. As Citadel space has expanded, more embassies have been added. The most recently added embassy belongs to your own species, humanity. It was added 19 galactic standard years ago, despite some rather vocal opposition.
Why were people trying to keep my species out?
Some species felt humanity was given preferential treatment. It often takes a century or more before a new species is granted an embassy. The Council gave a great deal of thought to this matter. In the end, they decided humanity's impact on Citadel space was significant enough to warrant an embassy.
Do you agree with their decision?
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
Fair enough, I guess.
How come the Volus were the first species given an embassy?
In the early years following the formation of the Council, the Volus were, apart from the Asari and Salarians, the most populous and widespread species in Citadel space. They established many new colonies and trading outposts, and they petitioned the Council for a greater role in determining interstellar policy. In recognition of their work to expand interstellar trade and establish a standardized galactic economy, the Volus were granted an embassy here on the Citadel.
Welcome back. Everything alright?
Why weren't they made a council race?
The Council races have extensive responsibilities. They must provide personnel and ships for the Citadel fleets. They often provide economic aid in times of disaster. It would be unfair to demand such an enormous burden of a species unable to meet these obligations. The embassies allow lesser species to have a voice on the Citadel.
That's pretty damn arrogant.
I apologize if my personality has offended you. Please submit all formal complaints in writing to the Citadel Tourist and Visitor Board.
Yeah, we're definitely talking to a thing made by politicians, that's for sure.
Do you know anything about specters?
The term Spectre is derived from the branch of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance. Each Spectre agent is handpicked by the Council. Their primary role is preserving galactic stability and resolving volatile situations that cannot be handled through normal political channels. In this role, they are granted extraterritorial rights and jurisdictions. Spectres answer to no law or authority except the Council itself.
So yeah, they weren't entirely wrong about that. The Spectres are basically Black Ops free agents that have a lot more wiggle room than you might think.
What can you tell me about the Citadel Council?
Originally, the Council consisted of representatives from the Asari and Salarians, the two dominant species in Citadel space. Roughly 1,304 galactic standard years ago, Turians were invited to join the Council in recognition of the role they played during the Krogan Rebellion. Since then, the three Council races have worked together to ensure the peaceful coexistence of the galactic community, while preserving individual autonomy for each species.
One theory I've heard is that Spectre is actually not the original word for it, and because we have universal translators, Spectre is just how it translates to humans when they hear it, because of the term Spectre in our language and how that fits with Black Ops.
It can't be as simple as that. There must be problems somewhere in the system.
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, and thank you for using Avina. Please enjoy your visit to the Citadel.
Yeah, that's basically the whole reason why there's no language barrier, is that the universal translator just translates various languages that the council are known. It does need to be a council language, though. Basically, it's got to be a language somebody in the council knows. But I thought that was a neat theory, that the word Spectre is just what we humans hear that term.
I can't believe I landed a job here. This place is fantastic.
Codex. Those weird green things I can't interact with. I'm a diplomat.
Human, delighted, welcome. It is good to meet you.
I like how friendly the Elkar are. I like them a lot. Yeah, I agree. Let's do more talking. The Citadel is all talking.
I didn't expect to see you here. Did Ambassador Udina send you?
I came on my own. I need information.
You humans are always so curious, always sticking your fingers into someone else's pie. Is that the right expression? Never mind. Forget I asked. Was there something you needed, Commander?
Screw you too, buddy.
I get the feeling you're not too fond of humans.
No, I just don't trust your kind. Not yet. You humans are eager to take all the power you can get, and you're being given a lot. If the Council wants to make humanity their new favorite pet, that's their business. But I don't have to like it.
I want to argue, but I really can't. At least with the first part.
What do you know about the Spectres?
They're the right hand of the Council, or so they like to be called. More like the underhanded side of the Council.
What do you have against the Spectres?
I can't abide any organization that considers itself above the law. Especially when it's left up to each individual Spectre to decide when and how to bend the rules.
Sometimes you have to bend the law to keep people
That's
safe.
not what I thought it would
I've been
be.
with CSEC for 30 years. I've never had to break the law to do my job, not once.
Yeah, right. You expect us to believe none of your officers are corrupt?
There are over 200,000 CSEC agents. Some of them are going to be bad. But we don't turn a blind eye to corruption like the Spectres do. We do our best to find and punish any officer who breaks the law. Spectres. They'll never come under that kind of scrutiny.
I actually thought that was going to be like, that's kind of naive of the Council. Because it kind of is, but... oh well.
Tell me about CSEC.
CSEC provides necessary police and security services throughout the Citadel. We're a civilian government agency, though many of our members have had military training. Of course, as the CSEC representative to the Council, I spend most of my time liaising between the two.
So I really like Turian outfits. They're so neat looking.
Tell me about your investigation into Saren.
I don't think he's going to.
Sorry, Commander. I don't make a habit of giving out details about ongoing investigations.
Well, that's all we're going to get from him.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
I actually kind of like Palin, even if he is a little... scowly. Oh yeah, don't mind me hacking your computer over here, Palin. It's nothing. Yeah, I have to give the designers that. They sure made Turians one of the coolest races, and then they went and made the Asari all pin-up.
This place seems strange. Wish there were more humans around.
I like the Asari's design. I just wish it wasn't so fetish bait half the time.
Would never reveal her secrets.
Of course she wouldn't. She'd be tossed out the nearest airlock if she did.
I suppose. Besides, Nick, the consort's nothing like the girls back on the colonies. She's...
You don't have to do it with her. You can just talk to her if you want.
Is that all you did, Jazz? Just talk?
Did you make fun of him?
Say that.
Ha! I bet you did too.
Shut up, Fredericks.
What do you want? Oh, Commander. Is there something I can do for you?
You should probably
Relax, Private. This isn't an inspection.
be nicer to people.
Right, sorry. What can I do for you, Commander?
What can you tell me about the Asari consort?
Well, she's an Asari who works here as... that is, she helps people with things.
You never went to see her, did you, Fredericks?
No, I never did. I couldn't afford it. It costs half a year's credits just to go in and talk to her.
Poor Fredericks.
Can you at least tell me where I can find her?
Sure. She's across the bridge from the embassies.
Thanks, kid. Have fun. Try not to get into too much trouble.
I will. Have fun, that is.
Poor Fredericks, I think we made him nervous.
I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy.
Hello, Commander. Can I get you something?
What have you got?
Information, mostly. Would you like to know about some points of interest nearby?
Sure, why not?
What's going on around here?
Well, you found the embassies. Not much going on here. Across the bridge, you'll find the bank, the Emporium, and Shayera's.
Shayera?
If you haven't heard of her, you soon will.
At the consort?
If you need supplies, you can try the markets one level below. For entertainment, I'd try Flux or Cora's Den.
What is Shayera's?
The consort?
I thought
she
so.
entertains clients who can afford her services. Most of the diplomats and ambassadors have visited her at one time or another. She's a very powerful woman, but also very respected.
That's good to know. Maybe we'll see. If it's that expensive, we probably can't get in, but maybe we can see if she'll talk to us.
Tell me about Flux and Cora's Den.
Well, Flux has gambling and dancing, certainly more lively than this place. Cora's Den, on the other hand, well, let's just say it's livelier and deadlier, all at the same time.
Why am I getting Cantina vibes from Star Wars here?
Goodbye.
So long, Commander. Have a pleasant day.
There's yet another one of those little green things. I guess they're all over. There's nobody else I can talk to in here. So let's see about going over that bridge. Maybe we can figure out what's up with the consort. Yeah, let's start over here. I think both of those lead to the same area, roughly. Oh, no, that leads to an upper area. Here's an elevator. Oh, here's somebody. Just random Turian, I guess. Some people talking with Solarian and Asari. Solarian and a Turian. That elevator's about the only thing down here, but I don't want to quite take that yet. Let's take a... Oh, I guess it leads down to the CSEC Academy. Not really sure if we're supposed to go down there, but I'll check it later. There's the bridge, so there must be more stuff over there. And we're back where we started, so... Was there anything I missed over here? Spreading doesn't really work when you're not in combat, and you can't actually draw your weapon on the Citadel, in case you were wondering. Citadel Tower Wars. That's actually where we need to go, so... Yeah, let's go check out the bridge. Let's see if we can... see what's going on with the consort there. I find it funny they have the financial district directly across from the embassies. Again, maybe the ambassadors just really want like a pizza halfway through diplomatic talks. Again, maybe not. The pizza would probably kill half of them. Fun fact, Turian biology is so opposite to humans that any food a human can eat would poison a Turian.
That's nothing. I've had my office rearranged 5 times now.
5 times? Why? What do they want?
How should I know? It's not like Keepers offer an explanation for what they're doing.
Keepers, huh?
And yet, everyone just lets them go on doing whatever it is they do.
What choice do we have? If you try to stop them, they just shut down and another one replaces it.
Just strange that we know so little about them.
Not to mention frustrating.
Hmm. I guess those are those little green things? Rapid transit. Ah, this is probably where the consort is.
Welcome. I am Nelina. I don't recognize you as one of our expected clients today. Would you like me to see when the consort will be able to meet with you?
Can't I just go in?
I'm afraid not. Yeah, you must understand there are many who seek the consort services. But if you wish to leave your name, she'll make every effort to meet with you.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Commander Shepard, with the Alliance Navy.
Excellent. You should hear something in 3 or 4 months.
Nobody's worth that much of a wait.
Well, that's not for me to judge. I have your name and you'll be contacted. Is there anything else?
Okay then.
I think I'm done here.
Oh, well, I hope you'll return again in the future. We always enjoy seeing new clients.
I see this lady is,
Melina.
immensely popular.
Yes, Shaira?
Send the commander up to see me.
Oh.
I wish to speak with her.
Hello.
Yes, of course, mistress. Huh. It appears the consort has taken notice of you. She'd like to meet with you now.
Let's go talk then.
Where do I go?
Just head upstairs. She'll be waiting for you.
I'm a wee bit suspicious here. Also, I'm not rude enough to interrupt other people's talks with their little... I don't even know what to call them. Well, here is Shaira.
That is close enough, Commander.
Okay.
I've heard a great many things about you since your arrival here in our Citadel. What exactly do you do? That depends on your needs. I offer advice to some, comfort to others.
You don't want me close to
I have
you.
a certain problem that could use your expertise. Maybe I can help. I have a friend, Septimus, a retired Turian general. I won't discuss the details, but he wanted me to be more than I could be. We had a falling out. Now he spends his days in Korra's den, drinking and spreading lies about me. If you would speak to him as a fellow soldier, I believe he will listen to you and let the matter be. What happened between you? I respect his privacy too much to go into the details.
Fair enough.
If he wishes to tell you what happened, that is his prerogative.
Let me see what I can do.
What exactly do you want me to tell him? Appeal to his sense of honor. Remind him of his position as a general. If you can convince him to stop spreading lies about me, I would be very grateful.
Yeah, I can tell.
Now I must ask you to take your leave. I have many clients waiting to see me.
Alrighty then. I'm a little honored she felt we could help her out, but let's see what we can do.
I have to admit I'm a little nervous.
That's understandable. Many are a little unsure what to expect their first time.
Don't get me wrong. I've only heard good things.
Or are these two?
It's just...
The unknown forces us out of our comfort zone. It forces us to be vulnerable.
I do really like their dresses, I have to admit that.
That's just what I was thinking.
Good. Then we are ready to begin.
Also, I do like the fact that apparently they have a lot of people that you can just come in and talk to if you need to. That's kind of cute. Alright, so we've got somebody in Korra's den we need to talk to. What else can we find around here? Another one of those things. And here's Avina again. Got something to say, Kaiden?
If you're gonna make a Krogan statue, you might as well make it big, right?
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 3. Here in the financial district, a number of businesses offer various goods and services to their exclusive clientele.
Guess I missed two.
The statue you see before you was commissioned to honor the Krogan soldiers who gave their lives to protect Citadel space during the Rachni Wars. In the aftermath of the Krogan rebellions, several embassies petitioned to have the statue removed. However, this motion was eventually quashed by the Council.
That's actually pretty nice of the Council.
Tell me more about the Krogan rebellions.
In recognition of their efforts during the Rachni Wars, the Krogan were granted several new colony worlds by the Council. Over the next 400 years, the Krogan species began to expand. Blessed with an extremely high birth rate, their numbers began to swell. Faced with a critical overpopulation crisis, the Krogan started a violent colonization of nearby worlds inhabited by other Council species. The Krogan rebellions had begun. For a full century, the Council and its member species fought to bring the Krogan under control. With the aid of the newly discovered Turian Empire, they were ultimately successful.
Guys, it's called a condom? Or birth control? It would really help solve that overpopulation problem.
You needed the Krogan to stop the Rachni. Then you needed the Turians to stop the Krogan. So who's gonna stop the Turians?
I am sorry, but that question
Yeah,
is
yeah,
beyond
yeah,
my
yeah,
programming parameters. The Turians are members of the Citadel Council. They are not a threat to galactic peace.
Why did the Council fight so hard to keep the statue?
The Krogan were instrumental in saving the galaxy from the Rachni threat. The Council believed this historical fact should not be forgotten. The Council also hoped that preserving the memorial would improve diplomatic relations with the Krogan and bring about a peaceful resolution to the rebellions.
Oh, there's that.
Unfortunately, the Krogan refused to negotiate and only surrendered after their population and homeworlds had been ravaged by the Turians.
I really like that. It's better than what they did go with.
What were the Rachni Wars?
Nearly 2,200 years ago, explorers seeking to expand Citadel space opened up mass relays leading to systems controlled by the Rachni. A highly intelligent and aggressive insect race, the Rachni unleashed a war of conquest against the rest of the galaxy that lasted for nearly 3 centuries. The emergence of the Krogan finally turned the tide in favor of the Citadel species. Krogan forces provided the numbers necessary to halt the Rachni advance and drive them back. The Krogan then pursued their retreating fleets. Able to survive the harsh environments of the Rachni homeworlds, the Krogan hunted their enemy to extinction.
Was it really necessary to wipe them out?
I am sorry, but a value judgment of that nature goes beyond my programming.
Fair enough, I guess.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
Oh, I got another level up. I'm gonna need more points before I can do charm, so let's go ahead and grab barrier. Grab 2 in that. I'm gonna save the rest of the points for now. I think we found the shops. And we found a thing as well.
Ah, human. This one is greatly pleased to see you here in my decadent emporium.
What,
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
What are you?
What exactly do you sell?
Only the finest and most luxurious items that credits can buy. This one is able to procure almost any item the human would desire, for a price, naturally.
Naturally.
Why do you refer to yourself as this one and it?
For the same reason that humans are so inquisitive. It is part of our culture.
Fair enough.
Specifically, Hanar only refer to themselves in the first person with family or intimates.
Ooh, I see.
And we rarely do so with other species. It is just our way.
I do like the fact that Shepard does come off as a little blunt in her questions, but she always phrases them fairly nicely, and people are also fairly happy to explain it to her.
Who are you?
Oops.
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
So we have non-human armors, upgrades, and standard items. Let's go ahead and look at upgrades here. They're kind of like the sylphs, aren't they? So yeah, we're not going to be able to buy a whole heck of a lot today because we don't really have much money. But I want that. There's not really going to be much. I think it's pretty much all we're going to be able to get right now. I do have a lot of that stuff I can pawn off, but like I said, I'm saving it for a couple party members, at least for now. And I can't rob the Emporium. Boo. We'll come back with more people and more money later, Dylan. Don't you worry. Honestly, I think this is one of Mass Effect's greatest strengths, is just that so many of the alien races are so interesting looking.
What's this? One of the Earth Clan. Ah, a very famous one, yes? You are the one called Shepard. It is a great honor to welcome the heroes of the Blitz.
I don't think I know you.
You've got me at a disadvantage here.
Forgive me, Earth Clan. My name is Barla Vaughn. My job makes it necessary for me to keep informed. I am a financial advisor to many important clients here on the Citadel. When someone as important as yourself arrives on the station, I take notice.
Fair enough. Yeah, I really like that. I believe it's because the Vola said that they are very clan-based, so they just kind of call humans the Earth clans.
Tell me more about your job.
Galactic finance is incredibly complex. A mix of laws and regulations from dozens of interstellar economies. I'm an expert in how all these economies interact. For a fee, I share my expertise.
Yes, you really sought out by
I
people.
also offer premium services for those clients who need someone to conduct business without drawing unwanted
God, no kidding.
Discreet and efficient. That's my motto.
It's probably not legal, but not our business.
Tell me more about your job.
Galactic finance is incredibly complex.
Can I...
A mix of law.
There we go.
I'm an expert. I also offer premium services for those clients who need someone to conduct business without drawing unwanted attention. Discreet and efficient. That's my motto.
So considering we were a criminal,
What's it like living here on the Citadel?
The station is without a doubt the greatest wonder in the galaxy. It is a technological marvel, but its true splendor goes much deeper than the hull and engines. From the Presidium to the wards, the entire station is a testament to the success of the Council. All the species of Citadel spaced together in a single, strong community.
What makes the Presidium so special?
It is the political center of Citadel space. 80% of all intelligent species in the known galaxy acknowledge the Council's authority on interstellar matters. But only the most powerful and influential species have embassies here on the Presidium. This level of the station is reserved for the elite, Shepard. People like us.
I like you.
What are the wards like?
The cultural heart of the galaxy. They pulse with the lifeblood of millions of citizens from dozens of different species. You never know what you'll find out in the wards, Commander. It's always full of surprises. Fortunately, most of them are pleasant.
Thanks for talking with me.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Also, this is me, or did his voice have kind of a threatening note to it? I don't think he was actually, like, trying to intimidate us, but, I think I've actually looked at everything around here. That's probably the Citadel Tower right there. Yeah, let's go on, go in. Yeah, that was how I would have put it.
Look at that bug thing over there. What's it doing?
Oh, we can actually examine the Keeper this time?
Please do not disturb the keepers.
We can, but we just get chided by Avina.
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 2. You are standing near the base of the Citadel Tower, one of the Presidium's most recognizable and important structures. Behind me is the spectacular Relay Monument, a scale model representation of a Prothean mass relay. To your left is one of the Keepers, the enigmatic caretakers of the Citadel, working on a control panel. You may see Keepers involved in various tasks throughout all levels of the Citadel. We ask that you do not interfere with them in any way. The Keepers are essential to the smooth operation of the Citadel. Obstructing their daily work will result in harsh penalties, including incarceration and rehabilitation.
Rehabilitation? You know what? I think I'm gonna go.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
There actually is something I want to check out in that academy if it will let us go down. Assuming I am remembering my order of events correctly. the wards. We'll go down there in a second. Actually, even can we go down here? That looks like it's blocked off. It's blocked off. Oh, it's just the elevator. Okay. So let's go ahead and head to the CSEC Academy real quick before we start digging down in the wards. Yeah, it was right underneath the embassies. Also, look at that. That's quite a picture. Okay. Whoa, look at that. So that's the curve of how this, how these wings work. That's a little dizzying to look at. I mean, he does have a very nice ass, but that was not what I was interested in. Ah, okay. So we actually have to go talk to the council before it'll let us do anything. That's why I'm not nearly as annoyed about the Asari as I would normally get, is that all the guys have, like, pretty clingy outfits as well. Let's see, we need to head to the Citadel Tower. Oh, it dumped us right inside the tower. Okay, then. Hello? What do we got here?
Saren's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the council? Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
There's Palin. This guy I don't know. Hi?
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vicarian. I was the officer in charge of the CSEC investigation into Saren.
You don't seem very fond of him.
Sounds like you really want to bring him down.
I don't trust him. Something about him rubs me the wrong way. But he's a Spectre. Everything he touches is classified. I can't find any hard evidence.
I think the council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you.
Thank you, Garrus. So, place your bets. How well do you think this is gonna go? On a scale of 1 to, oh, go fuck yourselves. Where do you think we're gonna fall? Hey, Anderson.
The hearing's already started. Come on.
Sorry, we were just kind of, you know, ambling around the whole Citadel.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel security turned up no evidence to support your charge.
Of course they want if it's all classified, you twit!
I saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false
So
charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard. The one who let the beacon get destroyed.
Does nobody else find Saren's weird body-mounted wires creepy but me?
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime.
It's literally in his leg!
I was unimpressed. But what can you expect from a human?
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
I can give it a purpose. How about the purpose of shoving my boot so far up your ass you taste what I stepped on?
You can't hide behind the Council forever.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
Is he wearing a hood?
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
Seriously, does nobody else see the I am evil screaming appearance Saren has but me? Saren? Also, yeah, the Turian counselor is not going to be our friend.
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
I agree. So what do we do?
What's our next step?
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the Executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
I believe if you didn't talk to Garrus, because I think you can just walk past the argument, they'll just suggest going to talk to CSEC.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
You can't just cut Captain Anderson out of this investigation.
The Ambassador's right. I need to step aside.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards.
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district.
Hey, we've met him.
Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
We might as well talk to him. Maybe we can dig up something. We are going to follow the Garrus lead, but get everything we can.
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way, innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience, no hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
Sounds like Saren was a fuckwit even before he got with the Geth.
Killing innocents doesn't end wars. It causes them.
I know how the world works, Commander. Sometimes you're forced to make unpleasant decisions. But only if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
Oh boy, we got a lot to talk about here.
Our ambassador doesn't seem to get along with the Council.
He's just frustrated. The Council's always preaching that we need to be part of the galactic community. But for them, it's a one-way street. They want us to expand and settle unstable regions like the Skillian Verge and the Attican Traverse. But when we run into trouble, they don't want to help us out. Everyone knows it's only a matter of time until we get a seat on the Council. The ambassador just thinks it should happen sooner rather than later. And I agree.
I'm actually curious what this option is.
Maybe they'd let us join the Council if we were more willing to cooperate with the other species.
Of course they would. If we did everything they told us to, they'd love to have us on the Council. But it wouldn't be much of a deal for us.
That's not what I meant, Anderson.
I understand their side. They don't want us dominating the Council. It's founded on cooperation and alliances. But we have to look out for our own interests, too.
And I don't disagree, but, the people I've met so far are not exactly a shining example of cooperation here, buddy.
You don't think much of Harkin.
The guy joined CSEC about 20 years ago. He's been an embarrassment to our species ever since. Roughing up suspects in custody, bribery accusations, alcohol and drug use. The embassy used to step in when he got in trouble. But I guess enough was enough.
Guy's a scumbag. He should have been cut loose a long time ago.
He was one of the first human CSEC officers. Guess it would have looked bad if he got fired. A lot of backroom deals were worked out over the years to keep him on the force. Politics is a dirty business sometimes.
No kidding.
But it looks like his time's run out. We've got enough humans in CSEC now to stop protecting him.
I want to know more about the Spectres.
They're not your typical government agency. They tend to work alone, behind the scenes. They take care of problems the Council can't. It's not easy preserving peace across an entire galaxy. The Council prefers to use diplomacy and negotiation. But sometimes more extreme measures are needed.
How do they decide who becomes a Spectre?
You can't just apply to join. There's no training program. Spectres aren't made. They're born. The Council's always looking for exceptional individuals. People who can get the job done. Like you. They've been watching you for years.
That's not
They see
creepy or
something in you.
anything.
They want you on their side. Nihilus was supposed to give them a final recommendation. But with him gone, things are still up in the air.
I do like the fact that apparently they choose Spectres by having an existing one shadow the one they're hopeful for, so they can see if they're actually worth all the power.
What's their command structure like?
There is no command structure. Each Spectre answers directly to the Council. Sometimes they're sent on specific missions. Other times, they act on their own. They tend to operate outside the law, do whatever it takes to accomplish their goals. The Council just turns a blind eye. Spectres have a lot of power, Shepard.
You got really quiet there for a second.
They sound like shadow operatives.
Everything about them is classified. We don't even know how many there are. The latest Alliance estimate puts their numbers under 100. But the Council couldn't do its job without them. They're the Citadel's top agents, the last line of defense, the final option before open war. The entire galaxy respects and fears them. If a Spectre shows up, you know something big is about to happen.
What happens when a Spectre goes rogue, like Saren?
It doesn't happen often. The Council is careful when they select their candidates. But when something does go wrong, there's usually only one solution. Send another Spectre to bring the rogue agent down.
Makes sense, I guess. So what about the Shadow Broker?
Tell me more about the Shadow Broker.
He's a necessary evil of galactic politics. Buying and selling information is a part of the game. And the Shadow Broker just happens to be the best player on the field. Always sells to the highest bidder. Doesn't get involved in politics. Doesn't pick sides. A simple system, but it works. He's not a threat to anyone, not directly. He's just a resource we can use, or she is. Or maybe they are. Nobody really knows.
Tell me about Barla Vaughn.
He specializes in moving large sums of money without leaving a paper trail. A financial genius. Doesn't do anything illegal, but he knows all the loopholes. He's got an impressive client list. Ambassadors, diplomats, Spectres. That's probably why the Shadow Broker uses him.
Good thing we talked to him, because that sounds like a friend we should really make.
I should go.
Good luck, Shepard. I'll be over in the Ambassador's office if you need anything else.
If I recall right, if you go to the Ambassador's office to talk to him, it just gives you all the options you got here. In case you decided not to ask him about any of that. Alright. Oh, hello.
That guy's up to something.
What guy?
What you doing?
What? Oh, no, I wasn't. Never mind.
Wow, he's quiet.
Yes, is there something you want?
Why are you so interested in the Keepers?
Keepers? I've got no interest in the
Don't get coy. I know what I saw.
I'm not so sure I should be talking to you about this.
We're just talking. Is there something wrong with that?
No. I guess it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I'm using a small scanner to gather readings on the Keepers. So far I've had mixed results. I find it difficult to get near the creatures.
Why were you being so secretive about it, though?
Well, technically we're not supposed to disturb the Keepers. I don't really think my scanning disturbs them, but the authorities might disagree.
Yeah, fair.
I'd like to do it more openly, but it's not really worth getting arrested over.
I'm kind of worried about these things too, so...
I can help you out. I'm not worried about the authorities.
I don't even know who you are.
I'm Commander Shepard with the Alliance military.
Well, I suppose I could use the help. You'll need this. It's the scanning device I developed. Activate it each time you see a Keeper. All collected data will automatically upload to my database. I'll even send a few credits your way for each unique scan.
What are you doing with the data once you've scanned it?
Trying to learn whatever I can about the Keepers. We see them working everywhere, yet we know so little about them. I'm a scientist. I want to know what makes them tick.
Fair enough.
I should get going then.
Yes, I have much work myself. So long, and good luck with the scanning.
And this is like a fairly long side quest that's just walk around, scan all the Keepers, get money and experience for it. Can't really complain. I believe if you come back a little later after you finish this section, you get another option that will also make him agree. If a bit more, eagerly. I'm just poking around seeing if there's any more quests or people I can talk to. Then we'll go see Garrus and we'll go see, Barlavon.
No, I'm waiting to speak with one of the Councilor's assistants.
Commander?
Oh, he didn't want to talk to us. Okay. The Keeper Scan quest is pretty boring, but...
I just want to ask a couple of questions.
It's easy experience and easy credits. And if you directly come here and talk to the Council first, you can probably scan all the Keepers as you walk around exploring the Citadel, so... Oh, I need to actually go this way. So I can do a quick travel over here. Let's go ahead and go to the Presidium locations and head to the embassies. See if we can get down to the CSEC Academy now. Yeah, it looks like it's open. There's the elevator. So the elevators are the more intense loading screens, and they'll do a lot of chatting while they're in the elevators. Or you'll hear news reports. It's kind of interesting.
In light of the recent attack on Eden Prime, many colonial investors are pulling their support for future projects. Proponents of expanded human colonization insist that Eden Prime was an isolated case. Nevertheless, colonist enrollment has dropped sharply.
Not shocked.
Many colonial proposals are on hold until backers have some reassurance that human colonies will be adequately protected.
I honestly like this because the loading screens are not too long, but it also gives it kind of a realistic feel as well. Being able to like hear stuff in the elevators, people chatting. It's a nice little thing. I also think it's far more interesting than watching just a loading screen for the same amount of time. Alright, so here's the academy. Let's take a look around here. Requisition officer. I don't think there's gonna be much for him, for us he can do.
You up. Commander Shepard, here with the Alliance military. First time on the Citadel, that about right?
How did you know all that?
I'm the CSEC requisitions officer. I need to make sure our buyers are authorized.
Fair enough.
So, will you be purchasing anything today, Commander Shepard?
Let's see what you got.
Show me what you got.
Excellent. I hope you find what you're looking for.
I do like how most people are fairly, fairly polite. But, yeah, look at these prices. We're not going to be coming back here for quite a while. These are really expensive. But of course, you can already see two interface spoilers if you actually look at the stuff. But we will be back for some of these. I will try to be back for some of these, depending on whether I can get the money up or not. You can usually, in my experience, you can usually only buy a few of those per game. You can't clear them out, as nice as that would be. Okay, so here's the wards access. Interesting that they have a wards access directly through CSEC, though I guess it makes sense. Anything else interesting around here? I guess that blue armor is fairly, standard CSEC fare?
Let me get this straight. Your business partner, Shorman, he's threatened you?
Well, no, not exactly. But he wants to meet with me. I think he's going to kill me.
And why do you think that?
I can't really get into the details. But Shorban will kill me if I leave here unprotected.
I can't help you. Not unless you give me something more to go on.
Hey there! Oh, you're not CSEC, are you? Did you want something?
Are you okay, buddy?
What were you trying to explain to the officer before?
My colleague is trying to kill me, and I thought we were friends.
How do you know he wants you dead?
He's changed. He won't talk to me at work anymore, and he started following me.
That's creepy.
Yesterday, he followed me all the way home, just waiting for a chance. I don't care what anyone thinks. He wants me gone. I know it.
Well, either he wants to kill you or he's very creepily into you. Neither of those are really good options.
Is there something I can do? Talk to your friend, maybe?
Would you? That's all I want. Someone to talk to him. Tell him to leave me alone. He thinks he can just push me around, but you'll show him, won't you?
Let me see what I can do.
Just tell me where he is and I'll go find him.
Oh, right. Well, he wanted to meet with me down in the wards near the markets. He said he just wanted to talk, but I know better. His name's Shorban. He's a Solarian. You shouldn't have any trouble. He's just a scientist.
Shorban? That's the guy who asked us to scan the Keepers.
The Keepers? Well, even more reason to go after him. That's against regulations.
I better look into this right away. Find out what he's up to.
I understand it's against regulations,
Anything's
but
possible with Shorban these days. Well, good luck.
I'm kind of on his side. For the Keeper parts, at least. I got something else to look into. That's good to know. Is there anything else here? These are very tight corridors, it feels like. Maybe that's just me. Tracking terminal. Oh, they got a codex. Oh. Codex. Codex is everywhere. And there's an unusable elevator. That's Keeper. Codexes are lore. I really like codexes. Okay. That looks like about everything we're gonna get out of CSEC. I believe you said Harkin was down in Korra's den, so I guess we know where we're going. Let's go talk to Barlavan first. Maybe he can tell us something. Let's see. He was in the financial district, wasn't he? Yeah, here he is. He's right by the little teleport.
Is there anything I can do for you today, Commander?
I heard you work for the Shadow Broker. Do you have any information about Saren?
You're very blunt, Shepard. But you're right. I am an agent for the Shadow Broker. And I do know something about Saren.
I hear your information can be expensive.
Normally, this information would cost a small fortune. But these are exceptional circumstances. So I am going to give it to you for free.
Well then.
What's the catch?
There is no catch. The Shadow Broker is quite upset with Saren right now. They used to do a lot of business until Saren turned on him.
So the catch is not for us, but for Saren.
That's what happens when you deal with a traitor like Saren.
No matter what you think of Saren, he's not stupid. He knows the Shadow Broker is a valuable ally.
I kind of meant that towards Saren,
Turning
not
on him doesn't make sense.
the Shadow Broker.
Not unless something huge was at stake. I don't know the details, but the Shadow Broker hired a freelancer to deal with it. A Krogan mercenary.
Interesting.
How do I find him?
I heard he was paying Citadel security a visit. If you hurry, you can probably catch him before he leaves the CSEC Academy.
I'm not sure why he's there, but that's the event I
Thanks
was
for the
actually
info.
thinking of.
My pleasure, Commander.
Though isn't it just nice when someone else fucking with someone gets you something like that? You messed up and now I get a benefit from it. Oh, actually we need to go to CSEC Academy. Yeah, there we go, CSEC. Apparently we can straight up teleport to Korra's Den, even though we haven't been there yet. Do I need to walk down the elevator, maybe? Let's try that real quick before I go poking my fingers everywhere. Oop.
So, Williams, you happy you signed on with Commander Shepard?
I'm not sure, Lieutenant. Every time I think I have a handle on things, the universe banks hard to port.
Well, don't let anybody know. A big gun and a confident attitude will get you through a lot in life.
I feel like Shepard's just like, Caden, I'm right here. Okay. So let's go ahead and go back in. I don't actually know if you have to walk out and back in, but it makes me feel better. And if the cutscene didn't trigger, then I actually need to go poke around a bit in CSEC.
How you holding up, Lieutenant?
Not too bad. No headaches worth mentioning lately. Maybe I'm getting used to the strain.
Maybe you've just got a good stress release. I know that knocking the Geth on their synthetic asses gets rid of my headaches.
Poke it or talk to it. Man, that elevator music is so quiet. I guess it's meant to be because it's elevator music, but I can barely hear it. Okay, so that didn't trigger the Krogan. So he is somewhere around here. I know we can see him. I just need to figure out where in the world he actually is. Oh, there he is.
Witnesses saw you making threats in Fist's bar. Stay away from him.
I don't take orders from you.
This is your only warning, Rex.
You should warn Fist. I will kill him.
You want me to arrest you?
I want you to try.
Go on. Get out of here.
Well, hello.
Yes, human.
I'm trying to bring down Saren. Barlavon said to talk to you.
Barlavon is a wise man. We may share a common goal, human.
Enlighten me.
I've been hired to kill the owner of Korra's Den, a man named Fist. He did something very foolish.
Oh, I have to.
He betrayed the Shadow Broker.
A Quarian showed up here on the Citadel. She was on the run.
Yeah!
She wanted to trade information for a safe place to hide, so she went to Fist. He promised to arrange a meeting between her and the Shadow Broker. Instead, he contacted Saren.
Oh boy.
Fist's not too smart.
He's just greedy. Saren paid him a small fortune for the Quarian.
Well, well, well.
She has evidence connecting him to the Geth.
If we get our hands on that evidence, we can prove that Saren's a traitor. And the Council will have to listen to us.
Where's the Quarian now?
Last I heard, Fist still had her. Probably somewhere inside his club. You help me kill Fist, she's all yours.
You know what? Sure.
Time we paid Fist a visit.
I usually don't like dirtier things,
what about
but
Garrus, that Turian? He wants to take Saren down too.
we need to find him, definitely.
He might come in handy.
He was here just before you showed up. Said he was going to follow up a lead on his investigation. Wanted to speak to the doctor at the med clinic.
Move out.
Okay, now that's something I was actually a little concerned about. I was worried that if you went this way, you wouldn't be able to go the other way. But it's nice that they actually, if you did get the info for Garrus, then you can ask Rex about it. So you can kind of see a spoiler for our entire party here. You can probably tell who everyone is if you actually know them. But we have got, Erdnot Rex. That's actually kind of Japanese ordering. Erdnot is his clan, Rex is his name. He is, a biotic combat character. He is the Vanguard class, so if you were not a Vanguard, he would be the one that you would be getting. So we're going to stick with him and Caden. You can see your squad strength here. You have to have basically every squad member with a full bar like Ashley to get them to the top, so don't worry too much about the actual things. Yeah, basically. One slight warning if you're playing this pure Paragon rather than just kind of hybrid whatever like I'm doing. If you bring Rex with you to Fist's bar, you will not get a Paragon option there. So you're going to want to leave him behind if you're wanting to do that. Me? I don't give a fuck. So we need to find the med clinic in Garrus. And then Caden is going to get kicked out. Which, slight spoiler I guess, but I mean, you saw Garrus on the party screen. It was pretty clear like Garrus. Garrus is my absolute bar none favorite character in this series. I will say that unfortunately you won't be seeing too much of that here. He doesn't hit his stride fully until Mass Effect 2, but he's still really, really good in this game. So we need to find the med clinic before we go messing around with Cora's den.
Hey, I know you. You're Shepard, right? I was on Mindwar during the Blitz. Saw you on the vids when you got your medal. You saved the whole colony.
Looks like you have a fan.
I'm sorry, I just never thought I'd meet someone like you in person. My name's Lang, Officer Eddie Lang, Citadel Security.
It's nice to meet you.
It's an honor to meet you, Commander. What are you doing down here in the wards? Anything I can help you with?
Why'd you join Citadel Security?
I don't know. Seemed like the right thing to do, you know? Maybe it's in my blood. My grandfather was a cop back on Earth. It's kind of what CSEC is. Police for the Citadel. I'm still pretty new at it, but I like it so far. Way more interesting than staying back on Earth. You get to meet all kinds of cool aliens, like those Hanar. Wild. Plus, CSEC gets a lot of respect here. We uphold the law. People, even aliens, appreciate that.
Sounds like that they have a bit better screening processes than we do for cops back on Earth as well.
How do you like working here on the Citadel?
This place is amazing. I've been here almost a year, and I still haven't seen a tenth of it. The Presidium's just so beautiful. Good place to go and relax. But I really like it here down in the wards. There's always something going on somewhere. Like that new club they just opened a few months ago, Flux. Wicked scene in there, Commander. You should check it out when you have some time.
Probably will. Not much of a clubber, but it's always good to know what things are and where they are.
What do you know about Spectres?
Just the stuff they show in the vids. They always make them out to be super agents on secret missions to save the galaxy. I know it's not really like that, though. Some of the other CSEC guys don't like them too much. Figure they shouldn't be able to operate outside the law. But if they were so bad, the Council wouldn't use them, right?
So how about that Harkin guy?
A CSEC officer named Harkin?
I shouldn't really say too much. He's been on the force a lot longer than me. But I've heard things, you know? Drinking on the job, taking bribes, that kind of thing. Rumors mostly, but they suspended him, so some of it must be true.
Well, thanks for talking to me, Officer Lang.
I have to go.
Right. You're probably real busy. Well, see you around, Commander.
He's cute, though. I like it when people are just so happy to see Shepard. Okay. What did I just walk into? Oh, he's talking about the Ascension. Okay, so the med clinic's over here. To the east. Let's go deal with that. Over here? Should be over here, yeah. Let's go deal with that before we start poking around. Probably, but I just kind of like him more for that. He just seems like such a sweet guy.
I didn't tell anyone, I swear.
That was smart, Doc. Now if Garrus comes around, you stay smart. Keep your mouth shut or we'll... Who are you?
Let her go.
That was a nice shot, Garrus. And as for you guys... you should really think twice before hacking off a biotic.
Perimeter secured.
You two okay?
Perfect timing, Shepard. Gave me a clear shot at that bastard.
I know this is technically the renegade option, but I gotta.
You took him down clean.
Sometimes you get lucky. Dr. Michelle, are you hurt?
No, I'm okay. Thanks to you. All of you.
I know those men threatened you, but if you tell us who they work for, we can protect you.
They worked for Feast. They wanted to shut me up. Keep me from telling Garrus about the Quarian.
Garrus.
The one I told you about, Shepard.
She must be able to link Saren to the Geth. There is no way the Council can ignore this.
Time we paid Fist a visit.
We were already going, so.
This is your show, Shepard. But I want to bring Saren down as much as you do. I'm coming with you.
Yeah, I do like the fact that that is a thing in the game. Is like certain dialogue trees or certain characters you have with you will actually have them pipe up every so often. It's small, but it's nice.
You're a Turian. Why do you want to bring him down?
That's kind of racist,
Shepard.
Shepard.
The proof I needed in my investigation, but I knew what was really going on. Saren is a traitor to the Council and a disgrace to my people.
And you're very passionate about it.
Welcome aboard, Garrus.
Fist is going to be waiting for us. When we hit him, we better hit him hard.
And now we can add Garrus to the team. Garrus is a tech combat type, as you can see from the two bars. I don't really remember what his class is. But with this combination, we have a pretty decent range. So this is going to be a lot easier than it otherwise would. There's rapid transit. Here's another keeper. Nothing over here. So now that we have Garrus, we can go see about this Korra's den.
Commander Shepard? Excuse me, Commander Shepard! I'm Emily Wong. I'm an investigative journalist.
What is
working
with
here
your
on the
dress?
Citadel. Could I have a moment of your time?
What do you need?
I've been hunting for evidence of corruption and organized crime on the Citadel, but there are places I can't go. I was hoping you might share anything you find during your own investigation. I can make it worth your time.
How do you know that my investigation is going to uncover anything you need?
You wouldn't be investigating if it weren't big. And if it's big, it's something I'd like to hear about.
You gotta have access to better sources. Why contact me?
I'm using every source I can find, but I think I've got a better shot with you. I've read your file. If anyone is going to uncover corruption here, it's the hero of the Skillian Blitz.
I actually like Emily.
How do you know I'm investigating anything here on the Citadel?
You're in full armor, Shepard!
Shepard. Word gets around.
Why would you not be in full armor? Like, you're in full armor and heavily armed. If you weren't investigating anything, why would you be that way?
Sounds like a good cause. If I find any information, it's yours.
Thank you, Commander. You won't regret it.
Like, I know the reason why, mechanically, but it just amuses me that we're the only one walking around in full armor.
I don't think you bought this here. I don't sell this model.
Look, I know it was you. I remember your face.
Really, that's impressive. Usually you humans can't tell one Turian from another.
This was the place. Now, are you gonna give me a refund or not?
Do you have your proof of purchase?
What? No, I don't think you ever gave me one.
I'm sorry, I can't help you.
But, what do you...
Can't help you.
Reading Not Always Right makes me feel so sorry for that poor shopkeeper.
Best place on this board to buy upgrades.
Expat?
Hello, Earth.
Oh, it's his name.
No doubt you've just come back from the colonies. Will you be needing supplies?
What colonies are you talking about?
Oh, my mistake, Earth Clan. I assumed... It doesn't matter. Pharos? Noveria? Well, if you haven't heard of them yet, I'm sure you will soon. But it doesn't matter where you hail from. My goods are available to all.
You got something to tell me?
What can you tell me about Noveria?
The corporate capital of the Attican Traverse. Very cold. Very snowy. I don't get too many clients from there. They all have their own private suppliers.
I'd like to know more about Pharos.
It's an old Prothean world. Their buildings still litter the surface. The humans aren't the first to colonize it, but they are the most recent. I just realized I haven't heard from my contact on that planet for some time.
That's probably a bad thing.
Well, I'm sure he's fine.
You know what? Let me see what you got.
Show me what you got.
Most excellent. I am sure you will find something pleasing.
He's got something I want. I want this armor. But I'm gonna have to save up a lot to get it. He's got a lot that I want. Good lord. Unique item. Oh yeah, if you buy licenses for the Normandy Quartermaster, you can buy a lot of stuff from them. I don't know if it gives you access to the entirety of the store, but those are good to pick up when you can.
Is that really? Wow, it's you. You're Commander Shepard, the hero of Eden Prime. I am so honored to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And you are?
My name is Conrad Werner. They say you killed more than 100 Geth on Eden Prime.
I spent most of my time trying to stay alive and help the colonists.
Hey, I know you're probably busy, but do you have time for a quick autograph?
Why not?
Anything for a fan. Here.
Thanks. I really appreciate it. My wife is going to be so impressed. I'll let you get back to work. But next time you're on Earth, I'd love to buy you a drink. Thanks again.
He's a sweet kid. To be fair, from what I'm aware of, autographing is actually very quick. It's only the fact that there are a lot of people that want autographs that draw it out. Where are we? Where are you?
Hello there. Welcome to Moorland's famous shop. You want many good supplies, yes?
What you got?
Let me see what you have.
Oh, you will be pleased, I think. Very good things I have. You will see.
You know what? Let's take a check of the non-human armors here. I think she drew her finger on the data pad, or she took a pen and wrote on the data pad. Turian. 742.6. Looks like Garrus has got better. I'm not too surprised.
Hello there. Welcome to Moorland.
Oops, is that what I meant to hit?
Yes.
There are.
Hello there. Welcome to Moorland's famous shop. You want... Oh, you will be pleased, I think. Very good things I have. You will see.
I'm just checking to see if he's got another one of those. Yeah, that's what I wanted. I'll pick up that. Ooh, I want that. I do not have enough for the upgrade 2, but that's alright. What did you say, Rex?
First time I was here, I dropped a bundle in the casino. Got so mad I put my fist through one of the machines.
You shouldn't punch slot machines, Rex. That's not rude.
If you feel lucky, we should visit the casino over in Flux.
There's something kind of comical about Garrus telling me to go to a casino. That was a quick save. I feel a little nervous. Oh, Korban is over here. Hey, buddy.
Commander, I wasn't expecting to see you again. Is there something you want?
You can start by telling me the truth, Shorban.
I'm not sure what you're referring to. My experiments are...
We're not buying it. Jalid told us you've been after him.
You spoke with Jalid? Then you know about the data?
I do now.
No, but you're gonna tell me everything.
You boys can go.
I think that was his bodyguards he was
Looks like my plans have
dismissing.
changed. It's not as bad as you think, Commander. Jalid and I just got a little over our heads.
Keep talking.
The company we work for developed an experimental procedure for use in medical scanners. Jalid and I saw even more potential, so we stole the plans and secretly developed a tool to scan the Keepers. Can you imagine? A tool that can actually get readings from the Keepers?
What does this... I'm confused.
What's so special about that?
The Keepers are almost impossible to scan, and you can't capture them or get samples. They just self-destruct. After centuries here, we still don't know anything about them. Don't you see? We were the first to scan them, ever. You've seen it yourself, Commander. You know we can do it.
Why are you trying to kill your partner?
I'm not trying to kill him. Jalid's job was to disseminate our initial findings. But he decided to keep the data for himself. Maybe to sell it. I don't know.
I am so tempted to just have her sigh.
I should kill both of you idiots.
That's not what I wanted.
We lost our heads. We just couldn't let an opportunity like this pass us by.
I'm not doing that again.
If you'll just continue gathering data for me, imagine what we might learn. And you'll stand to make a bit of a profit yourself, remember?
Yeah, that is the one problem that I have with the Mass Effect wheels, is most of the time it does tend to match up, but not all the time. You also have to keep in mind where it is, because top tends to be more Paragon-like, bottom tends to be more Renegade-like, and middle is fairly neutral. I believe this is just going to cancel out. Let's try this.
I suppose a little scanning here and there won't hurt anyone.
Very good. Maybe if you wouldn't mind speaking with Jalid. The data you're gathering for me is useless if Jalid won't help me analyze it.
Okay, good.
I'll go have a chat with him right now.
Thank you. And happy scanning, Commander.
Okay. I thought that was... I think there's a way you can do the quest where it kind of doesn't progress. But I am still on Korban's side that, if you still don't know anything about the dudes maintaining your area for centuries, you probably should figure it out. Also, we're gonna have to talk to Harkin a little later. Well, Harkin and the general. It's really weird because you have to actually come down here after talking with the Citadel, but before you talk to either Rex or Garrus. Also, you want to know if you want to see something cool, look down at Rex's shield bar. Oh, I did get barrier, didn't I? Yeah. I'll go ahead and pop that there.
Locked and loaded.
How did you get up there? How did he climb up there? Also, part of the reason I tend to let my my squad mates use their powers freely, as they tend to know how to use them fairly decently.
Hold the line!
I forgot poison just leaves kind of a hissing steam spot on the floor for a bit. Oh, hello.
Stop right there. Don't come any closer.
Warehouse workers. All the real guards must be dead.
Stay back or we'll shoot.
It might be acid.
This would be a good time to find somewhere else to work.
Yeah, right. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I never liked Fist anyway.
I love that scene.
It would have been quicker to just kill them.
Shooting people isn't always the answer.
I just love the nonchalant way Shepard delivers it too. It might be time to find a new place to work. I never liked Fist anyway. Whoa! I did not expect my health to get quite that shredded.
Go, go, go! Enemy is everywhere!
Also, the barrier does a weird thing with our models.
Hold the line!
Where's Garrus? Oh, Garrus is right there.
Enemy is everywhere!
And that's the other turret down.
Don't kill me, I surrender.
Also, I think he killed Garrus before I actually blew up the turret.
Where's the Quarian?
She's not here. I don't know where she is. That's the truth.
He's no use to you now. Let me kill him.
Wait. I don't know where the Quarian is, but I know where you can find her. The Quarian isn't here. Said you'd only deal with the Shadow Broker himself.
Face to face? Impossible. Even I was hired through an agent.
Nobody meets the Shadow Broker, ever. Even I don't know his true identity. But she didn't know that. I told her I'd set a meeting up. But when she shows up, it'll be Saren's men waiting for her.
Give me the location, now.
Here on the wards, the back alley by the markets. She's supposed to meet them right now. You can make it if you hurry.
Bye, Fist.
What are you doing?
The Shadow Broker paid me to kill him. I don't leave jobs half done.
I mean, we kind of knew that was going to happen, but let's go for the Paragon option.
We don't shoot unarmed prisoners.
How many people died because of him? He brought this on himself. Besides, we have more pressing concerns.
That Quarian's dead if we don't go now.
So yeah, we're now on a time limit. But as you can see, the time limit pauses if you're doing anything like this, so I think Shepard's actual in-character response, if I could just straight up write it, was, well, Fist deserved that, don't ever do that again to anybody else. Apparently you just can't run if you don't have your guns pulled in general. Also, it is actually very hard to see where precisely the enemies are in relation to cover sometimes, if you're wondering why I'm shooting ineffectually at cover. Considering Fist's own level of intelligence, I'm not really shocked he doesn't hire the best and brightest, if you want me to be honest. Okay, where in the world are we going? Where actually are we going? That's General Septimus for the consort. I have to come back for that. He said in the back alley by the wards, so it's, I guess, the upper wards? Yeah, this looks right. Yeah, this is definitely right.
Did you bring it?
Where's the Shadow Broker? Where's Fist?
You are.
They'll be here. Where's the evidence?
You are way too much in her personal space. Once you get here, you're pretty much home free. I don't think they have any way of actually killing her.
Fist set me up. I knew I couldn't trust him.
Also, apparently I biotically exploded there for a second.
Were you hurt in the fight?
I know how to look after myself. Not that I don't appreciate the help.
Yes, it was.
Who are you?
My name's Shepard. I'm looking for evidence to prove Saren's a traitor.
Then I have a chance to repay you for saving my life. But not here. We need to go somewhere safe.
We could take her to the human embassy. Your ambassador will want to see this.
Hello, random music string.
You're not making my life easy, Shepard. Firefights in the wards, an all-out assault on Korra's den. Do you know how many... Who's this? A Quarian? What are you up to, Shepard?
Also, fuck you! Again! It's not like I went in there starting a fight!
Making your day, Ambassador. She has information linking Saren to the Geth.
Really? Maybe you better start at the beginning, Miss...
My name is Tali. Tali'zorah Naraya.
We don't see many Quarians here. Why did you leave the flotilla?
I was on my pilgrimage. My rite of passage into adulthood.
And now we get to learn about Quarians, which are actually one of my favorite races, though they don't get treated very nicely.
I've never heard of this before.
It is a tradition among my people. When we reach maturity, we leave the ships of our parents and our people behind. Alone, we search the stars, only returning to the flotilla once we have discovered something of value. In this way, we prove ourselves worthy of adulthood.
What kinds of things do you look for?
It could be resources like food or fuel, or some type of useful technology, or even knowledge that will make life easier on the flotilla.
I do too.
Through our pilgrimage, we prove that we will contribute to the community, rather than being a burden on our limited resources.
I think she's one of my favorites, very close to Garrus. Yeah, Quarians are honestly my favorite race of the series, I think. Like I said, they just don't get treated nicely a little later on for a really dumb reason.
Tell us what you found.
During my travels, I began hearing reports of Geth. Since they drove my people into exile, the Geth have never ventured beyond the Veil. I was curious. I tracked a patrol of Geth to an uncharted world. I waited for one to become separated from its unit. Then I disabled it and removed its memory core.
I thought the Geth fried their memory cores when they died. Some kind of defense mechanism.
How did you manage to preserve the memory core?
My people created the Geth. If you're quick, careful, and lucky, small caches of data can sometimes be saved. Most of the core was wiped clean, but I salvaged something from its audio banks.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
That's Saren's voice. This proves he was involved in the attack.
The conduit?
He said Eden Prime brought him one step closer to finding the conduit. Any idea what that means?
The conduit must have something to do with the beacon. Maybe it's some kind of Prothean technology. Like a weapon.
Wait, there's more. Saren wasn't working alone.
Eden Prime was a major victory.
beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
I don't recognize that other voice, the one talking about Reapers.
I feel like I've heard that name before.
According to the Memory Core, the Reapers were a hyper-advanced machine race that existed 50,000 years ago. The Reapers hunted the Protheans to total extinction, and then they vanished. At least, that's what the Geth believe.
Sounds a little far-fetched.
Also, this is another reason people have the theory that the translator translates words as well. Because Reapers would not have the same meaning to Turians, or Quarians, or Solarians as it does to humans. So there's a theory that that word as well is different in every language. We just hear it Reapers because that's what it translates to keep the meaning intact for humans.
The vision on Eden Prime. I understand it now. I saw the Protheans being wiped out by the Reapers.
The Geth revere the Reapers as gods, the pinnacle of non-organic life. And they believe Saren knows how to bring the Reapers back.
The Council is just going to love this.
The Reapers are a threat to every species in Citadel space. We have to tell them.
No matter what they think about the rest of this, those audio files prove Saren's a traitor.
The Captain's right. We need to present this to the Council right away.
I mean, Undina!
Her, the Quarian.
My name is Tali. You saw me in the alley, Commander. You know what I can do. Let me come with you.
Also, my thing is, like, Undina doesn't even have the excuse that, like, the Turians or the Solarians would. We have had space travel, being able to see other species, for, I think, like, 40 years at most. We discovered space travel, Mass Effect relays, literal energy shields, in your lifetime, you idiots! How are you this skeptical?
I thought you were on your pilgrimage.
The pilgrimage proves we are willing to give of ourselves for the greater good. What does it say about me if I turn my back on this? Saren is a danger to the entire galaxy. My pilgrimage can wait.
I'll take all the help I can get.
Thanks. You won't regret this.
Anderson and I will go ahead to get things ready with the Council. Take a few minutes to collect yourself, then meet us in the tower.
Hello, kitty. Do you want to meet Tali, kitty? Do you want to say hello to tali'zorah? Huh? Pretty much, yeah. So, for actual party members, I tend to use Garrus exclusively. He's not going out of my party. And either Tully, Rex, or the one we haven't gotten yet, depending on what I feel like or what I need. Alright, let's go ahead and go to the tower. I've already pretty much... Well... Is there a transit thing in here? No. Let's go ahead and help the consort out first, like we promised.
Excuse me, Commander Shepard. Could you spare a moment of your time? Commander Shepard, my name is Samesh Bhatia. Forgive the intrusion, but I have nowhere else to turn.
That's okay. What is it?
It's no trouble. What can I do for you?
My wife was a Marine. She was in the 212 on Eden Prime.
Oh.
I've requested that my wife's body be returned to me for cremation, but the military has refused my request.
Why did they refuse your request? There's got to be some reason.
I don't know. All I know is that they have declared it impossible for my wife to be returned to me.
Oh god, I see it now too.
There's no reason for your wife's body to be held like this. Just wait here.
The man in charge of my case is Mr. Bosker. When I last saw him, he was in the expensive bar over there. Thank you for your time. I just want to give my wife a proper funeral, and the respect she deserves.
Though, honestly, some similarities aside, I feel like comparing Kaiba to Undina is a massive, massive insult to Kaiba. Now, Kaiba would really like Shepard, now that I think about it. That would be you, I think?
My goodness, you're Commander Shepard. Your activities made for quite a briefing in the Diplomatic Corps. Is there something I can do to assist you?
Yes. A man named Samesh Bhatia is having some trouble claiming his wife's body.
Ah, Mr. Bhatia. A good man in an understandably frustrating position. I wish I could help him. Serviceman Nirali Bhatia died on Eden Prime, as Mr. Bhatia no doubt told you. Her wounds are inconsistent with any type of weapon damage we've seen before. That is why her body is being held.
You think that her body might be dangerous or contaminated?
No, Commander. Nirali Bhatia is not dangerous. Her body is in fact extremely valuable to the Alliance. The tests we're conducting may lead to better defenses against Geth attacks. Respectfully, Serviceman Bhatia may save more lives in death than she did in life.
So yeah, this is one of the reasons I like this game, is that there are actually quite a few quests here that don't really have any one right answer. Cat. Because what they're trying to do is very understandable, but the way they're putting her husband through the ringer is not. So your options, so you can talk to the serviceman to have him let them run the tests on her body, but
I understand what you're trying to do, but holding the body is wrong.
Commander, you of all people should understand how far we must go to protect humanity.
Not if we lose our humanity in the process. I am out here fighting to stop crap like this.
All right, Commander. You win. It was hard enough refusing Mr. Bhatia. I'm not going to risk an incident by refusing you. Tell Samesh that the body is being shipped back to Earth. I'll go now to see to it myself.
I sometimes do go with the idea of letting them study her body. Because, like I said, there's no right answer to this one. But honestly, I mean, there's gotta be more Marines that have the same kind of weapons. There were 2 platoons that were wiped out on Eden Prime.
Hello again, Commander. Has there been any word?
I reminded Mr. Bosker what we're fighting for. Your wife is coming home.
Thank you. I will return home and begin my preparations. It does not bring me happiness, but it may bring me peace.
Yeah.
Commander.
I agree with that 100%. I will say that while it does make me sad, I also do like the fact that if you do convince Spotty to let them keep his wife's body, he's upset about it, but he's not upset at you. His general response is, let them run the tests, because it was what he thinks it was what his wife would want. So there's, like I said, there's a lot of quests scattered throughout the series that does that, where pretty much both sides have some sort of point. I think there's at least one more where it's really, really gray. It is really sweet. It honestly breaks my heart, because he sounds like he's about to start crying, but okay, so now that Fist is dead, we can actually walk into the club normally. You could sit down in the chair for the dancer, but why would you want to? Ah, here's General Septimus. Let's see if we can help.
What do you want?
I'm here on Shaira's behalf. Your lies are hurting her.
Good! Her lies have been killing me for days. I've seen a lot of horrible things in my days, and there's only one woman in this damn galaxy that helps me forget it.
This is pathetic. What could a woman do to put you in this state?
Because she rejected me. Me! Septimus Oraka, General of the Turian Fleet.
Dude, get a therapist. If you're that high up, you have the money to afford it.
I think I can see why you're upset, but spreading these lies won't make it better.
Look, kid, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but don't waste your time.
General, did you ever win a battle by moping in a bar?
Ah, war. That's what this feels like, all right. How did I let it come to this? So you think it's that easy? Just straighten up and act like a general?
It damn well couldn't hurt.
Maybe you're right, Commander. Shaira's worth the effort, even if she won't have me back.
I don't think it's that easy to get over whatever's bothering you, but I do think it's that easy to not be a garbage person. Yeah.
This is no place for someone of your stature, General.
All right, I'll go to her after I've had a cold shower or two.
Maybe ease up on
Say,
the
you're a bright
booze.
kid. Would you be interested in earning a few extra credits?
What do you want me to do?
There's an Elcor diplomat out there who believes Shaira
Yeah.
gave up his secrets.
Why would he think such a thing?
Because I told him. Look,
Whoops.
I just need you to convince him of the truth.
Yeah, he's just piss-faced drunk right now. He just kind of needs to sober up. That's what he meant.
What makes you think he'll believe me?
You'll bring him proof. Take this data pad. It shows where I got my info. It will exonerate Shaira.
That's very true.
Who am I taking it to? And where is he?
Probably.
His name is Zaltan. He's an Elcor diplomat. He's over in the embassies complaining about Shaira. Well, here's to soldiers acting like soldiers. Thanks, Commander. You know, you might make a good general yourself one day.
I thought I already was. What's the difference between commander and general? Commander sounds like it... Apparently I clipped onto the table. Commander sounds like it should be higher up. Patron?
I got business here, but not with you.
Well, there's Harkin. I don't think he's gonna have much to tell us. Nope.
Let me drink it.
Harkin's kind of a jackass, so I'm not too shocked. I believe if you immediately come down here without Rex or Garrus, then he'll point you towards Rex or Garrus, one of the two. There's a lot of ways to get that triggered. Okay. Let's head up to the embassies and give this dude this proof. Then we'll head over to CSEC and talk to that one Volus. I believe that will probably do it for our assignments. Fair enough, sounds about right. Oh, that makes sense. I guess it throws me off because we kind of don't. We're not really in command of any actual unit. At least to start.
Strange greeting, human. This is really not a good time.
I know who revealed your secret. It was a Turian named Septimus.
So I like that name.
Unbelieving. I know this Septimus, and he could not learn my secrets. The only way he could learn them is from the Asari consort.
Here, this should be proof enough for you.
Confused. This is difficult to fathom. If the Turian could learn this on his own, dismayed, anyone can discover my secret.
Septimus is a powerful man, and it wasn't easy for him to find.
Relieved. I suppose you are correct, human. Thank you for this information. Startled realization. I must speak with the consort. She will be most displeased with my actions. Anxious request. Please, human, if you will excuse me, I must go now.
I'm sure she'll forgive you. It was an honest mistake.
Doubtful. Perhaps you are right, human. I can only hope so.
Honestly, she seems like a pretty reasonable
Thankful.
person.
That was a great thing you did, Commander. Approving. You see, then not all humans are as you say.
I'm sure the Earth Clan stands to profit from this in some way.
My profit is that I help other people.
Do not listen to my Volus compatriot. It was a good thing you did, regardless of your intentions.
I'm so not used to people actually talking when I walk away. I just start immediately walking away. Honestly, I mostly did it for the warm fuzzies and the experience points and Paragon points, but I mean, hey, they don't need to know that. Okay. Let us pop on over to CSEC. Talk to the Volus, we'll talk to the consort, see if she wants to say anything about the general. So apparently the only way to the docking bay is through CSEC, which makes sense. Oh, excuse me.
Hello again. Did you have any luck finding Shorban?
I found out you've been lying to me, Jalid.
Lying? Why would I lie to you?
You forgot to mention the data about the Keeper.
He told you? I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I was afraid Shorban would kill me to get the data, so Well, I was hoping you'd take care of him.
I'm scanning the Keepers for Shorban, but you two need to stop fighting.
You're helping us? But, well, if you say so. Well, if Shorban can forgive and forget, then so can I. I appreciate the help, Commander. I better go get that data analyzed.
Well, that was good at least. What'd you get to say, Garrus?
You always see a few civilians hanging around the academy waiting to speak to an officer about some problem or other.
That is what you're there for, isn't it? Lieutenant Commander. Yeah, the Alliance is based off the Navy because it uses a lot of ships. Apparently I missed one. Since it's, actually, I believe it is in fact just straight up called the Alliance Navy. I don't fully recall. There is, I gotta find where I can grab that data for Emily. Luckily that's one I can do at any point I come back to the Citadel. At least before you hit the point of no return, but you can't turn anything in after you hit the point of no return, so. Alright. Let's talk to the consort here. There we go. Dang. Well, that's good to know.
Septimus has sent word. Apparently, he sought the consort's forgiveness.
Oh, that's good. Can I actually talk to her?
It was a long time ago, though. I barely remember.
So I find it kind of funny. Apparently, she's fairly low in rank from the way the game gushes about her. But maybe I can talk to her.
Commander, I recently received a lovely note from Septimus. Thank you for speaking with him. Even the Alcor diplomat has withdrawn his campaign against me.
It was my honor to aid you.
Oh.
You are too kind, Commander, but I would not expect you to help me out of the kindness of your heart. I also have one more thing to give you, if you are interested.
Sure, why not?
I'd be honored.
I offer a gift of words, an affirmation of who you are and who you will become.
I
see your skin, tough as the scales on any Turian, unyielding, a wall between you and everyone else, but it protects you, makes you strong. It is that strength that people are drawn to. It is why you lead and others follow without question. You will need that leadership in the battles to come.
Interesting.
This may be who you are, but it is not who you will become. It only forms the basis for your future greatness. Remember these words when doubt descends, Commander.
Thank you.
You have quite a gift, Shaira.
Thank you. Not everyone appreciates it as you do. Never underestimate the power of words. Here, Commander. In light of your efforts with the Alcor ambassador, I would like you to have this small trinket.
Thank you.
What is it?
A small mystery. I have never learned its use or purpose, but I sense it is time for me to pass it on. And now I must ask you to leave. I have done everything I can for you.
Of course.
Remember my words, Commander Shepard.
What'd she?
They will give you strength.
I wonder what she actually gave us. It didn't show up on a little pop-up there. Nothing that I could see. don't know why I'm looking at the others. Well, I'm stuck with light armor. Might as well go with the best one I can find. Don't have any non-human armor. What actually does Garrus use? Oh, he uses assault rifles and sniper rifles. Okay, let's go ahead and grab him that. Also, you can see, I guess his class is technically called Turian Agent, but it's based off of some other class. Yeah, Garrus is a kind of a, how can I put it? Garrus is kind of a support type. You can see him and Tali actually have very similar loadouts. So he is going to run with assault rifles and sniper rifles, and Tali uses pistols and shotguns like I do. Also, I'm not too concerned about accuracy or overheating shots because that doesn't really seem to apply to the NPCs. That's already a sniper rifle. Let's just go ahead and do that. Give him armor piercing. And hammerhead. Yep, I don't know why I put that on her assault rifle. She's never going to be using it. Okay, that's very weirdly handled. And we'll give her the other armor piercing. Did I give her the best shot? That'll work better. And what pistol can we give her? Edge 2 should be good. And we'll finish loading her out with the rest that we got. So I can now pawn off all of these. Well, I think I'll equip Rex before I do that, just in case. Let me double check. Also, I love this. Alright, so we need to go look at for information Fist's office. So let's go do that. Apparently my shields were down from the new thing I equipped. So I don't know that I would call this a gentleman's club, personally. Again, I've always kind of hated that term. What you got to say, Garrus?
C-Sec always turned a blind eye to what went on in here. I think Fist was paying someone off.
Well, he ain't paying anybody off anymore. Alright. Is that what she needed? Yeah, that's what she needed. Apparently one of the dancers' voice clips is glitched a bit. Okay, I believe Emily was up by the med bay. Should be able to just go straight upstairs. Assuming I'm not completely lost, which is a very, very valid possibility. Ah, no, she'll be just up over here. Somewhere. Just ahead, according to my compass. There she is.
Word on the street is that you've been busy. Congratulations on taking down Fist. I was sure he was a big player in anything going on here. Did you find anything in his office that could help me?
These OSDs might have the information you're looking for.
You've got Fist's files? This could be even bigger than I'd hoped. Here, Commander, for your trouble.
Ooh, what can I offer?
What would my future cooperation be worth? Say, an interview when my investigation is over?
Exclusive? You talk to me before you talk to anyone else?
You bet!
That would be worth quite a bit, and I'd be very happy to compensate you accordingly. Here you are. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should go see what's on these discs.
So that is also what I meant when I said that Paragon and Renegade were not good or evil. Is you still use like your charm to get things for yourself. You still use the charm for your own benefit. You're just charming. You're not scaring the living daylights out of people. Alright. Not what I meant to do. So that's just something that I need to finish. You can see that there's 21 total. This is something else. And this is something else. So all the assignments are done. So we are done with side stuff for now. Pretty much, yeah. Paragon is very ethical, like I said before, very peaceful, trying to get it within the law.
Levolis won't be joining the council for years.
One thing I've always... Wait, did I put me up here? I'll put me up here. One other way I've always thought to describe it is it's being willing to go with something you think you can spare to help others, while Renegade is, I will never be able to spare anything.
Come on.
Yes.
Udine is presenting the Quarian's evidence to the council.
That is the best way to put it. Compassion over pragmatism, and pragmatism over compassion.
Brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
You wanted proof? There it is.
This evidence is irrefutable, Ambassador. Saren will be stripped of his Spectre status, and all efforts will be made to bring him in to answer for his crimes.
I recognize the other voice, the one speaking with Saren. Matriarch Benezia.
Who is she?
Matriarchs are powerful Asari who have entered the final stage of their lives. Revered for their wisdom and experience, they serve as guides and mentors to my people. Matriarch Benezia is a powerful biotic, and she had many followers. She will make a formidable ally for Saren.
I'm more interested in the Reapers. What do you know about them?
Only what was extracted from the Geth's memory core. The Reapers were an ancient race of machines that wiped out the Protheans. Then they vanished.
The Geth believe the Reapers are gods, and Saren is the prophet for their return.
We think the conduit is the key to bringing them back. Saren's searching for it. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Do we even know what this conduit is?
Saren thinks it can bring back the Reapers. That's bad enough.
Listen to what you're saying. Saren wants to bring back the machines that wiped out all life in the galaxy? Impossible. It has to be. Where did the Reapers go? Why did they vanish? How come we found no trace of their existence? If they were real, we'd have found something.
I tried to warn you about Saren and you refused to face the truth. Don't make the same mistake again.
This is different. You proved Saren betrayed the Council. We all agree he's using the Geth to search for the conduit, but we don't really know why.
The Reapers are obviously just a myth, Commander. A convenient lie to cover Saren's true purpose. A legend he is using to bend the Geth to his will.
I get why they're skeptical, but guys, you can be skeptical without flat out dismissing a possibility offhand. Like, be skeptical about it, but look into it. You're acting like a bunch of idiots.
50,000 years ago, the Reapers wiped out all galactic civilization. If Saren finds the conduit...
Yeah, exactly. I mean...
Saren is a rogue agent on the run for his life. He no longer has the rights or resources of a Spectre. The Council has stripped him of his position.
That is not good enough. You know he's hiding somewhere in the Traverse. Send your fleet in!
A fleet cannot track down one man.
A Citadel fleet could secure the entire region, keep the Geth from attacking any more of our colonies.
Or it could trigger a war with the Terminus systems. We won't be dragged into a galactic confrontation over a few dozen human colonies.
Like, I get a lot of the thoughts they have about that specifically and about the Reapers, but they're taking all of the wrong options despite the fact that their reasoning isn't all that bad.
Every time humanity asks for help, you ignore us.
Shepard's right. I'm sick of this council and its anti-human bull...
Ambassador, there is another solution. A way to stop Saren that does not require fleets or armies.
No, it's too soon. Humanity is not ready for the responsibilities that come with joining the Spectres.
I do rather like the Asari counselor. They're not all... as a whole, they're pretty bad, but the Asari one at least seems fairly reasonable.
You don't have to send a fleet into the Traverse, and the Ambassador gets his human Spectre. Everybody's happy.
Yeah, like I said, I think the Asari understands his frustration, so she's trying to be diplomatic about it. She's not too bad herself.
Commander Shepard, step forward.
So I feel like people are actually watching these meetings, and I'm not sure why. Well, they actually are watching the meetings, I forgot about that. I guess these are other diplomats or ambassadors or whatever that just kind of listen in. This doesn't quite seem right to me.
It is the decision of the Council that you be granted all the powers and privileges of the Special Tactics and Reconnaissance branch of the Citadel.
Spectres are not trained, but chosen. Individuals forged in the fire of service and battle. Those whose actions elevate them above the rank and file.
Spectres are an ideal, a symbol, the embodiment of courage, determination, and self-reliance. They are the right hand of the Council, instruments of our will.
Spectres bear a great burden. They are protectors of galactic peace, both our first and last line of defense. The safety of the galaxy is theirs to uphold.
You are the first human Spectre, Commander. This is a great accomplishment for you and your entire species.
Also, I will give the Turian counselor one thing. While I still want to slap him across the face, at least he's being professional about it.
I'm honored, Counselor.
We're sending you into the Traverse after Saren. He's a fugitive from justice, so you are authorized to use any means necessary to apprehend or eliminate him.
Any idea where to find him?
We will forward any relevant files to Ambassador Udina.
This meeting of the Council is adjourned.
Congratulations, Commander.
We've got a lot of work to do, Shepard. You're going to need a ship, a crew, supplies.
You'll get access to special equipment and training now. You should go down to the C-Sec Academy and speak to the Spectre Requisitions Officer.
Anderson, come with me. I'll need your help to set all this up.
Also, by training, I think they mean the new skill line we're gonna get.
I thought the ambassador would be a little more grateful. He didn't even thank you.
What do you expect from a politician? Come on.
Right behind you, Shepard.
So I just realized I have the most goofy looking boots. Like, look at that. I didn't realize how big they were before. So yeah, I now have access to Spectre training. Much like Charm or Intimidate, depending on what you're going with, you want to max this out as much as you can, as soon as you can. And there's a reason why. First of all is Unity, because that brings back anybody who's dead, which, you know, you always want. But... Huh, that's strange. Well, I mean, I guess you don't really need to heavily specialize in it, then. I thought that this actually increased the amount of Paragon and Renegade points you gained if you leveled up Spectre training, but I guess it doesn't. It doesn't show that it does. Unity is still something that's really, really important that you're going to want, so, definitely grab that first when you get Spectre training. Prioritize getting that, and then just prioritize keeping your chosen bar up. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and train us on shotguns. Even 1 point of training is enough to make it not crap. And that looks about right. I'm gonna go ahead and give Garrus a bit more training in those. And Tully can get some training in that. That should be good. I do like the armor I'm in. I kind of like the camo look of it. I just wish you could change the color. Sadly, that does not come until 2. Let's see. I believe I need to... That is not the right option. Yeah, I need to go talk to Ambassador Undina. Joy. There we go. Embassies. Alright. Off to see what shiny presents Undina has for us. Garrus? Okay, why did you suddenly crouch down there, Garrus? Hold on. Was I supposed to go somewhere else? Ah, it wanted me to go to the docking bay. Whoops! I just kind of instinctively assumed he'd be in his office. I don't know why. Oh shit, that's my ex-girlfriend! Quick, Shepard, hide me! Though I'm kind of afraid if Garrus's old girlfriend is in the embassies. You might just be a bit there. You might just be a bit screwed there, buddy.
In other news, ExoGeniCorp is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
Interesting. Wonder if that's one of the quests we picked up. I do think sometimes you can get quests from the elevators, though they're always the little side missions. I should say right now that I will not be doing all the side missions in the game because I don't hate myself. This game has a mechanic that is not the greatest, and a whole lot of the side missions use it, so, no.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
Wait, what?
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
I'll take good care of her, sir.
I know you will, Commander.
I want the truth. Why are you stepping down, sir?
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
I mean, what other reason would you have to be with Sarah? And I feel like that was fairly obvious.
What happened?
I failed. I couldn't make the cut. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
I won't let you down, sir.
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharaoh system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
Oh, we heard those names before.
Anything else?
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
Also, this doesn't matter. I'll explain in a second, but you can just pick whatever you want.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
Maybe that's why it's always Commander, because when she became a Spectre, that title basically got usurped because she catapulted ahead of everybody else. So it's just kind of what they're used to.
I'll try not to make things any harder on you, Ambassador.
Glad to hear it, Commander. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
We'll talk to Anderson some other time, maybe. So that is the end of the Citadel visit. Well, the full plot Citadel visit.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
So what happens now? Well, the fact that...
What happened to Captain Anderson?
Alright.
Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Captain Anderson should be the one in charge. It's like I'm stealing the ship from him.
Yeah, the captain got screwed. But it's not like you could have stopped it. Nobody's blaming you. Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
This is Commander Shepard speaking. We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy. For too long, our species has stood apart from the others. Now it's time for us to step up and do our part for the rest of the galaxy. Time to show them what humans are made of. Our enemy knows we're coming. When we go into the Traverse, Saren's followers will be waiting for us. But we'll be ready for them, too. This is the most important mission any of us have ever been on. The fate of an entire galaxy is at stake. We will stop Saren, no matter what the cost.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
The Captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Yes, ma'am.
I do really like Joker. But yeah, so... now that we've actually finished the Citadel and got it, the game is basically open. There are a couple of areas that are kind of locked off depending on what you finished or what you're doing, but you can go to any of the objectives in order. But I think that's enough for now. We will figure out where we're going to be going next time. I might take a vote for it. We'll see.